Hello viewers, 4DIYers here with another tutorial video for everyone. In this particular video here, I'll be doing a demonstration on how to get your vehicle unstuck in the snow. New videos are being released every week. Keep up to date with my latest videos by hitting that notification bell on my channel homepage. So if you manage to get stuck in the snow, it can be certainly frustrating, and you also risk damaging your vehicle. This damage can include burning up your tires, hard on your CV or U-joints in the axle or drive shaft, and finally the transmission. Here I am working with a rear-wheel drive truck, which is known to be the worst in the snow as they have minimal weight over the rear drive wheels. If you are spinning your wheels and not moving, stop. This will create heat, melting the snow into ice under the tires, not allowing the vehicle to gain traction. Beyond that, this can also put excessive wear on your tires. Now it does help having winter-specific tires, but you may not live in an area with an excessive amount of snow load, and they can be quite expensive to purchase. You may also find straightening the wheels will help reduce drag. This is especially noticeable if you're trying to drive through existing tire tracks, rather than trying to create new tracks, which can basically act as a wedge under the wheel. If you have a front wheel drive, there's more chance of those wheels will be able to pull that snow out of the way. With no work, you might be able to rock the vehicle. This means that you'll have to alternate between forward and reverse. Normally this does involve some footwork, using both feet, one for the brake and the other on the throttle. Place the vehicle in drive, let your foot off the brake and lightly apply the throttle. This does take a bit of feel, and you should be able to feel the vehicle increase slightly in height as it goes up on the top of the rut, and immediately apply the brakes. The brake pedal may vibrate, and this will depend on the vehicle. This is perfectly normal, as this is the anti-lock brake system activating. Ensure the vehicle is fully stopped. Do not immediately change gears, as you can damage the transmission. There should be no brake pedal pulsations. Again, this will depend on your vehicle. Make sure the wheels aren't spinning, and the engine RPM has turned to normal. Select reverse, let your foot off the brake, and immediately apply the throttle. A balance is needed for the throttle, not too much where you have excessive wheel spin, but not too little where you're not able to build up momentum. What we are trying to achieve here is getting the wheel up on a higher position on the rut, finally building up enough momentum to drive out of that rut. You may need to turn the traction control off if your vehicle is equipped. Not all vehicles have this option, but on this particular truck I can select second gear. This allows for less wheel spin by using a higher ratio gear, which in turn reduces torque. This is outlined in the owner's manual. Other vehicles may have a winter mode such as a BMW or Volvo, which essentially does the same thing. This doesn't always necessarily work, but if I tried a little harder, I probably could have drove the truck out, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll say we're stuck. As the first aid, I'd like to start with cleaning the excessive snow from around the four tires. Normally about a foot ahead and a foot behind. If you haven't seen my winter tips video on what you should carry in your vehicle, be sure to check that out. One of the items I have covered is a little snow scoop, which allows you to remove snow easily while preventing your hands from getting cold or wet. Again, you will be able to move the vehicle in either direction, especially if you're having trouble moving it specifically forward or in reverse. Then you'll be able to increase the vehicle's momentum, giving you the force to move the vehicle through the snow. Next, use the assistance of an object under the tire, such as a block of wood. Clean some snow away, ensure it's about 2 feet long, and wedge it under the tire. For a rear-wheel drive vehicle, non-posi, this would be the rear passenger side wheel. On a front-wheel drive, this would be the front driver's side wheel. This may also vary between vehicles, and it depends on the situation that you're stuck in. When sticking the object under the wheel, be extremely careful with the throttle, as this can grab the object and throw it, either hurting someone or damaging something, and this can also include your vehicle, so caution is needed. Here I am able to pull the vehicle ahead slightly to build up momentum to get it onto the block of wood. Once the vehicle is on the wood, then I have enough traction to build up momentum to get the vehicle moving. Again, being cautious with the throttle, having a balance between enough to get the vehicle moving, but not too much where it'll throw the object out from under the wheel. Next, using a floor mat. You can also use one from your vehicle, but it can be damaged. Therefore, it's best to have an old garbage mat, buy a cheap disposable mat, or even use a scrap piece of carpet. One side has the rubber spikes to bite into the snow, and the other side allows for a non-skid surface for the tire. If the mat were to move out from under the tire accidentally, this can cause damage, but it certainly won't be as much than compared to a block of wood. Other objects you can also use are as a chain, rope, plastic grate, etc. Using sand or gravel, again using the scoop, ensure any excessive snow has been removed from around the wheels. Then place the dirt before and after the wheels. Same as what I discussed in the start, if you can't move in one direction, you might be able to move in the other. This will allow you to build up momentum to move the vehicle. And finally, put weight over the drive wheels. This is normally easier with the rear wheel drive as you can place weight in the box or trunk. If you push that weight past the wheels, this will act as a cantilever so the weight increases on downforce. With a truck, use the weight of the snow. Even use concrete blocks, sandbags, jugs of water, etc. Other things which also can be used are tire chains or studded tires, but they're not always legal depending on where you live as they can damage the paved surface. Do you have any tips? Please feel free to share them below. Be sure to stay up to date with my latest videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below the video. This concludes the rest of my video. Let me know what you think of my tutorial by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching.